Hey crew, on ESP Raw 213, we're continuing on talking about frontier weaponry. We've been going on and on about Tomahawk here for a bit. And I'm going to give you a demo of something that's not actually on 213. We did this way back earlier. We were laying down our foundations of it, but so many times whenever I'm encountering folks working Tomahawk work, I see chops that have to, I'm not going to lie, they strike me structurally unsound because they're not based in reality for the most part, because, and I don't know how many times I have to say this, whenever it comes to Tomahawk, you're going to want to work the true weighted weapon over the mock-up whenever you can, because inertial forces and weight really mean everything. So with that said, let's get rid of the mock-up, let's go with the Tomahawk, and let's go live blade at that. Nothing unsafe about what we're doing right now. I'm not giving you a tactic so much as how to approach most of your chopping things. We're not, Tomahawk, even though we think of it because it's a great movie stuff to see these big motions, right? Because it looks good, it reads to the camera, and that's how we think of you know, slinging a big axe at something. But to keep in mind, Tomahawk is basically a camp axe, and you don't have to split wood this way. It's a smaller motion. You let the weight of this, the weight and the sharpness of the blade take care of what's going on. So with that said, if I'm working my post or my tree or against the human being, and I'm lifting my elbow high to chop, or I'm chopping in this direction, I'm making these big motions here. One, I'm easier to read. Oh, here he comes, he's going to swing. I'm setting up them blocking, I'm setting up them evading, on and on. Of course, we talk about we wouldn't be doing any dueling fashion anyway, like we talk about in 213. Everything's on the move. We're probably going to be running during this entire thing. Anyway, what you're going to be doing instead is thinking about how to punch with it, how to box with it. We go in more details on Raw, but here I'm just talking about if I'm wanting to chop anywhere around here, I think about throwing a punch. So instead of me punching at the spot I want, since I have a tomahawk, I always punch about 8 to 10 inches lower than what I want to hit. So meaning, instead of me watching my elbow from the side, instead of going, I want to chop this guy right here, instead of this happening, I think about punching right here. And this allows me to have some recovery, so I'm able to go in, and so you'll see super slow-mo. This comes in, and then I retract before I wind up punching the tree of the human being, and that retraction is what gives me the tip of the blade in, and it also gives me pulling back at the same time. So again, if I'm wanting to hit here, I punch here and pull back, and I've already back to a recovery position as opposed to hitting and missing and having to get recovery. So here, even whenever I'm free on it, I've got recovery, and I'm off into my next shot. So again, all this thing about, hey, here's a tomahawk flowing, I'm moving around. I'm here to tell you, chances are, with full weight, that just ain't gonna happen. You're gonna have faster recovery with punching those chops, and then be able to move off into faster combination with punching those chops. But then again, keep in mind, if you're standing in front of it, that's not it. Take a look at 213 to see what we mean about hitting on the fly, hitting on the move, like a wood runner.